Don't move.
I don't know, Inspector. Now, this latest arrest, Frankie Clinton, I had a talk with him, and he didn't seem any too helpful.
34 years I've been on the force, Your Honor. And I don't mind telling you, I've seen everything. Tough guys, hoodlums, gunmen. But this is the first time I've run across anything like this. Looks like the whole new generation has suddenly gone berserk.
It's not too hard to understand, Inspector. These youngsters are just the products of their environment. Oh, I know some of these kids came from privileged families, but that doesn't entirely constitute environment. It's not only where you live, it's how you live. The teenagers of the new generation grew up in a time of nerves. Newspapers screaming headlines of race riots, revolution, earthquake. Back of it all, speed. Everyone rushing nowhere to get nowhere, and for no reason. It's a fast life, Inspector. A whirlpool of speed and confusion, and all these kids are caught right in the middle of it.
Well, maybe you've got something there, ma'am.
Sergeant Kerrigan to see you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Must be the man I sent for. Come in, Kerrigan.
Hello, Chief.
I want you to meet the judge. Judge Ballantyne, may I present Detective Sergeant Dave Kerrigan, one of our more promising plainclothesmen.
How do you do, ma'am? Your Honor.
How do you do, Sergeant? Won't you please sit down, gentlemen?
Thank you.
Now, you've been highly recommended, Sergeant, by the inspector. He says you're a very capable officer.
Good man to learn from, ma'am.
I didn't teach him to be so modest.
I suppose you're acquainted with our little problem, Sergeant.
Just enough to know it's not so little, Your Honor.
Then I presume you know that the juvenile delinquency rate has jumped tremendously.
Here's some information for you to start on, Kerrigan. This is a list of similar burglaries in the last year. Look it over, see if you find anything significant.
High school kids, hopped up.
That's right, high school kids hopped up. Hot rod races, burglary, vandalism, arson. You name it, and we've had it. All done by kids. Kids so hopped up they couldn't tell you what they'd done.
And somebody's been supplying these kids with the stuff at a price. What a lousy racket that is.
It's more than that, Sergeant. Somebody's making addicts out of these kids, and for one purpose. To get them to do his dirty work in exchange for more pills.
Your job is to find out who that is.
Okay, Chief, I guess that means get out and dig.
That's right. You know the routine. Question Frankie's friends, his neighbors, anyone you can. Keep moving. Run down every clue.
You know, my fiancée has a kid brother in high school. They used to live in Frankie's neighborhood and moved away when the mother died. Maybe I could pick up something from him.
Yes, we know. That's one of the things I had in mind. I don't like to bring you a personal life, but Bob Winter may be just the contact we need to crack this thing wide open.
I'm sure Miss Winter will understand, sir. After all, these kids are the future of this city. We'll have to get rid of any threat to them.
Have a talk with Clinton. Here's a transcript of a recorded interview with in the judge's offices. Take it and see if you can find out more about it.
Okay, Chief. See you later, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, Sergeant.